Saka not too far behind either. 26 of 14, 35 of 12. What a partnership. But I think Bangladesh needs to take a gamble here, Russell. They need to go for wickets. And to me, the man is going to be the leg spinner. Rishad Hussain, they need to gamble with him. Throw him into the mix and see what he can. Lovely use of the feet through the line.
বাংলাদেশ মারা সারা বল সব বাউন্ডারির বাইরে, লিটনের চেহারা ফাতা ফাতা।
Sri Lanka won't be complaining at all. They're just enjoying themselves. Sixers are raining and they're making full use of the power. And maybe they learn from the Bangladeshi batters as well, because in the power play, they went on to opportunity. They slice that. Rishad Hussain hands on and they get a breather.
Yay!
That breakthrough they were after, he got happy. They turned, but they're over the moon because Sri Lanka have got off to a flying. Looking to go top.
এবার সুপটা খাই, আন আউট হইছে।
Top edge. Quick at mid-on. But Sri Lanka have got off to a brilliant start. Mathum Nisanga, what to do?
সাবানে থেকে আলাদা জানকে ডাভ ফেস টেস্ট ট্রাই করুন। আপনার সাবান আর ডাভ নিন, একদিকে সাবান দিন আর অন্যদিকে
বাবা তুমি খেতে পারবে না?
সাবানের দিকটা রুক্ষ লাগে কারণ সাবান ত্বককে রুক্ষ করে দেয়। ডাভের দিকটা নরম ও কোমল কারণ ডাভ সাবানের থেকে আলাদা। আর চতুর্থাংশ ময়েশ্চারাইজিং ক্রিম দেয় নরম, কোমল ও উজ্জ্বল ত্বক। তফাৎটা বুঝতে আজই ডাভ ব্যবহার করুন।
মামা বিকাশে বিল দেখাও যায়, দেওয়া যায়। এইখানে অ্যাকাউন্ট নাম্বার দিলে দেখতে পারবেন।
পাপা বাংলাদেশ আর শ্রীলঙ্কার খেলা, বাংলাদেশের মারা সারা। তাসকিন কি বল করে আর এই তাসকিন নিয়ে এতটা বেতন দেয়, দেওয়া উচিত আউট করে। যে যায় লঙ্কা এ অলুমান, স্লোগান বাংলাদেশের জন্য ঠিক আছে, বাংলাদেশ শ্রীলঙ্কা যায় অলুমান হয়ে গেছে। ভাই আমার অনেক সমস্যা বুঝছেন, মাথায় সমস্যা, পায়ের সমস্যা, হাতে মাথায় সব জায়গায় সমস্যা। বলেন আপনার কাছে ওষুধ আছে কিনা, তাহলে দিয়ে যান আমাকে। বুঝছেন রনি ভাই, যে যায় লঙ্কায় হলুমান, আর বাংলাদেশ ওই ফাঁদে পড়ে গেছে, শ্রীলঙ্কায় যায় হলুমান হয়ে গেছে সব। যারই নেয় সেই মারা শালা। লিটনের ইজ্জত শেষ, কোনো নেওয়ার দরকার নেই রে ভাই। 100 বছর এক্সপেরিমেন্ট করেও বাংলাদেশ দিন শেষে ওই যেই সেই থাকবে, আর প্লেয়ার আসবে আর যাবে, ওই একই কাতারই থাকবে সারা জীবন, হারবে আর হারবে। বেতন 8 লাখ, বুঝছেন, 8 লাখ 10 লাখ করে বেতন দিবে। আপনিও কিছু ডোনেশন করেন, তাহলে আরো বেতন পাবে। ভাই আমি তো আমার বাসায় আছি ভাই, কোথায় থাকবো বলেন? আপনি মনে হয় স্টেডিয়ামে আছেন মনে হচ্ছে। অনেক কমা। কুশাল পেরেরা কামিং টু মেন্ডিস, এদের মনে হয় ভালো কিছু হবে। 5 ওভারে 80 রান, 6 ওভার 5 ওভার 3 বলে 80 রান বাংলাদেশ। খেলা তো অলরেডি অর্ধেক হাতছাড়া হয়ে গেছে, অর্ধেক না 60% হাতছাড়া হয়ে গেছে। বাকিটা উইকেট টিকেট ফালাই দিতে পারলে যদি কিছু হয়, ওই তারপরও দাঁড়ের কাছে গিয়ে আবার শ্রীলঙ্কা জিতে যাবে, বাংলাদেশ একটু আফসোস করবে তার কাছে কাছে গিয়ে। বাবা আমার বাবা তেমন খুশি। সাইফুদ্দিন আমাদের ফিক্সে দেখা যাক কি
Finds
করতে
the
পারে।
fielder in the deep. He's looking so good, isn't he? Kusal Mendes is moving well. He's striking at 264 plus. And the way he makes those adjustments, even that delivery swinging in. And he just very, very late was looking to hit it behind square leg, found the fielder. Is it 3-4s and 3-6? It seemed to be sublime touch. So many scoreboard operators.
এতদিন পর সাইফুদ্দিনটা নিল, কিন্তু মনে হচ্ছে কাম হবে না সাইফুদ্দিন আবার।
And that has cost the scoreboard not to
এরপরে
work.
তো দিছে
Because they're sticking their legs through where the total should be. He's chipped that for the safe.
নাই কে
It turned out to be a good over for Saifuddin. This is exactly
তো টাকা রাখি কিন্তু আবার উঠেই খাই ফেলাই, তারপর ভিডিও দেখে একটা সেভিংস অ্যাকাউন্ট করে ফেললাম বিকাশের মাধ্যমে।
বলবা পরে রনি ভাই আছেন নাকি না চলে গেছেন? সাইফুদ্দিন
goal from Saifuddin. Ends the power play. Sri Lanka on 83 for 1.
সসের মাখামাখি টেস্ট নুডলসকে করে তোলে আরো ইয়ামি আরো জোস। কাঁচা পাকা টমেটো আর সিক্রেট রেসিপি কম্বিনেশনে প্রাণ সস সসের বস। চঞ্চল ভাই
দেখা যাচ্ছে না বলে নেই নাকি?
চঞ্চল ভাই এখন দেখা যাচ্ছে না, এই জন্য নেই। চঞ্চল ভাই গেছে হারা গেছে এখন। ব্রেক দিয়ে খাই, বাংলাদেশের খেলা চলতেছে, এই খেলা দেখি তো অস্থির। একজনে কয় ভাই আপনার কি মাথাটা খারাপ?
See, I'm a bit surprised with Wellington's captaincy. I would have thought he would bring in the leg spinner straight away at the first available opportunity. You always talk about intent, Roshan.
ক্যামেরা বন্ধ করো।
At least a couple of good placements.
বাবা
Is that what you mean? That's inside the tent. That's not intent. There's a difference between inside the tent and intent.
মিরাজ আইছে, মিরাজ আইছে আট উইকেট ফলাই দেবে।
All of them are inside
স্ক্রিন
the
দিয়া
tents. The
আটকাই
intent
দেবে
is different.
শ্রীলঙ্কা।
'They got that start, required rate.
70 রান 82 বল, বাংলাদেশ গোয়িং টু
That's not a challenge.
ইপি
And he's playing in smart,
আব্বা
probably realizing that Kusal Pereira needs a little bit of time to play himself in because you don't need,
তুমি করতে যাবে?
keep saying it again, Bangladesh will want 2 new batters. That's what Sri Lanka don't need. But that will be opening that window. Again, something you always tell us about, open windows, throwing out the window. Those are figures of speech, Russell.
হ্যাঁ বাবা হ্যাঁ।
Literally.
বাবা
But yeah, Bangladesh looking to slow things down. Still 68 of 80 balls is not difficult at all. 9 wickets standing. Some figures for you, Roshan.
বলতেছি
No
মারতে
figures there though. You can only see legs and shoes.
আর লিটনের করা যাইতেছে
Maybe pulling it back, but no pressure on Sri Lanka for the moment. They got things well under control. The Bangladesh want to hold dots, but they also need wickets. Good fielding, very good fielding. Keeps it down to a single and 5 runs off that over. 88 for 1.
ফুল হতে চাও তো রোদে বের হও লোক
গ্লোয়ান লাভলি লাক্সের যে পরিমাণ মানে ফ্যান লাভলির যে পরিমাণ বিজ্ঞাপন দিল দিয়ে যদি কেউ সুন্দর হইতো তো দুঃখ থাকতো না একবার বাদে বাদে সুন্দর মা হেডিরে লাগাই রে দিয়ে বিজ্ঞাপন দেয় আফ্রিকার ফ্যান লাভলি কোনো কামই নাই আফ্রিকার মানুষের কি অপরাধ করলো যে ফ্যান লাভলি দিতে পারে না এরকম কথা
আমার বোন যে আফ্রিকান মার্ক সাইনটা দেয় ওই যে আফ্রিকান
তো আমার বোন তো নিকারাগুয়া দিয়ে আইছে ওই আফ্রিকান মার্ক সাইনটা দেওয়ার পরে চেহারা সবুর নাম কালো হয়ে যাবে হে বাবা ফ্যান লাভলি বাংলাদেশ ভার্সেস শ্রীলঙ্কা
দোকানদার বিক্রি করে বলে আফ্রিকান মার্ক ভালো
ওই সব বাজারের এই একটা ভুল সিদ্ধান্ত শামীমরে বল দিয়ে একটা মারাত্মক ভুল করলো বাংলাদেশ
Just short. He's missed it. But manages to keep it down to just 1. The wicket-taking option of
হ্যাঁ ক্যাচ ছিল তো প্রথম বলে মিস করলো
should you bring him in
কি করলো
looking for wickets? I think it's no-brainer at this stage. You need wickets. You can't delay his introduction because he won't have runs to play with. I just feel the targeting the left hand again. Who's still not got himself in. Round the wicket, Shameen. Yeah, ideally this is what I think get through a couple here. Delay Rishabh Hussain. Sri Lanka have
বাবা কি কি করবা
Sri Lanka as a left-hander. Oh, it goes with the reverse. He hits it well. Oh dear, that goes all the way. So I'm not sure.
এক্সপেরিয়েন্স বলা শামীম হুসাইন লিটন ভাইয়া আমাদের লিটন কাকু এক্সপেরিমেন্ট করতেছে যদি হারিয়ে যায় একটু ভালো এক্সপেরিমেন্ট করে কাকু দিয়েছে একবার রিভার্স সুইচ মারে দিয়েছে
Take that chance. I mean, if you go for runs, bad luck. But what about he strikes and give you a wicket or two?
What the heck is going on, man? Yeah, আরেকটা স্যার আরেকটা ফাইলি ভালো
Don't have many runs to play.
তিনটা সরি বানাবো
Just another 50 hands. I'm with you. You got to use your wicket taker, your attacking option. Anyone you know, Roshan?
শ্রীলঙ্কা সেমুদ্রান ক্রিকেট
But difficult to recognize because they're all in a bunch or a group. Good running, brilliant, very good running indeed. Sri Lankan batters putting so much pressure not just on the bowlers but also on the Bangladesh fielders.
করতে বসো বাবা পড়াশোনা করবে আমাকে পরীক্ষা টাইমে দিব
Just look very comfortable after he completes that too. Did you reckon? No, well covered in fact. They've got 11 off the over. Lanka 99 for 1.
ভালো বলতেছে এবার লিটন একবার করুন তাহলে হয়ে যাবে ব্যাস সব এক্সপেরিমেন্ট তারপর মেম্বার একঘষাতি মোছেক্কর পরিষ্কার
given any opportunity to settle down. And still, we don't see Rishad Hussain. The 100 comes up with that, and it's come only in the 9th over. That is saying something, Amir.
সেই হচ্ছে
Or he's relaxed. He knows Sri Lanka is going to win from here on. No worries there.
উইকেট কামিং
Yeah, the power play
going to
has been a
complete
giant
half
play
century.
for both the openers. They got into the world of Patham Lisanka and Kusal Mendes. There was no answer for the bowlers.
ওরা শুকিয়ে গেছে আমাদের
No, they ran amok here.
বাবা আমার
And that's for
ছেড়ে
sure.
দাও আমি ব্যথা পাচ্ছি বাবা
It seems they're playing on different wickets. The manner in which Bangladesh batted, they were struggling,
আমার
particularly with
কানটা এনে খাই
the
ফেলতেছে
intelligent bowling. The Sri Lankan bowlers used those slow balls to wonderful effect and really didn't give the opportunity to build up a momentum right through the innings. Sri Lanka, on the other hand, have really been right on top. Yeah, you're right. Both the openers came with a purpose, came with an attitude. Right from the beginning, they were able to put the pressure on the bowlers, and from there on we saw all the bowlers faltering apart from Mehdi Hasan Miraj, who's been decent. Well, some thought process will have to go into
বাবা
got to get Rishad
দাঁড়িয়ে
Hussain
সব
on,
টাইমে থেকে
try and get a wicket.
10টা বাজে
This
না
is a good point.
কোনো বাজার বন্ধ
Just
নেই
made Rishad.
সবজি
He's
নিয়ে
a
আসতাম
missing
না আজকে?
person, isn't he?
ধনিয়া পাতা
101 for 9.
সকালবেলা না কিন্তু
মতো ঝিরঝির করতেছে।
রাজের মনে হয় কালকে শুক্রবার সকালবেলা।
বাইরের শহর সরল মানুষ পায়া জিনজিরা টিভি দাঁড়ায় দিতে হবে
দেশের যে কোনো
বাইরের সরল ভাইয়া জিঞ্জিরা টিভি ধরাই দিচ্ছে মেড ইন জিঞ্জিরা আকাশ দেবে জিঞ্জিরার সমাধান ভালো করে বসে হাঁটু তুলে হাতে ব্যথা পাইবে মোবাইল টান দিবে সরিষার তেলে মূল্য ছাড় 15 টাকা
চলছে কি?
That is very, very well guided.
দাও না পানি
Oh, the delectable shot really went deep into his crease. Just a little angle to that. And off it went. He's a dynamite. Kusal Pereira.
ভয় পাইতে একটু
He was the major factor in PSL for Lahore Qalandars. Played with responsibility. You know, if as a bowler you want to bowl with this speed, you have to land the ball in the right areas. Otherwise, the batters are going to milk you. Oh, that's better. Better come back delivery. And that is the problem with all the Bangladeshi bowlers, have not been able to land the balls in the right areas according to the requirement. They've been taken to the cleaners right from the word go. Again short. Ah, that's easy pickings, really. Ordinary delivery from Richard, and he pays the price for it. For shorter batsmen, that length is very friendly. You've got to pitch the ball up to the batters who are diminutive in figure. That back of the length delivery is not going to work. Kusal Pereira has forced the bowler to change the angle. Round the stumps now. Easy pickings. Kusal Pereira and Rishad Hussain both played for Lahore Qalandars, and they know each other's game very well, Amir. But I'm surprised when I saw Rishad Hussain for the first time. He was very impressive. He has lost his way. He's struggling to land the ball in the right areas. And he's struggling. I don't know why. Well, just a hint to turn. He came in at the time when the batters were brimming with confidence. Maybe that is playing on his mind, not really allowing him to bowl difficult deliveries even there. Enough to swivel around, get a run, 10 runs from that Richard over. That's the...
বোরিং সাবান বাবা। আচ্ছা, তুমি না খেলে আমার সাথে বসো, বসে তুমি ইয়ো 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 খেলা দেখো, মঙ্গলিটু কাপুর খেলা দেখো।
Picking the spots, picking the balls to hit, not allowing the bowlers to really make an impression in any form. Absolute mayhem. A bit of a surprise that Kusal Mendes has not scored too many runs in the last 16 balls. Just manages to time up. He's going at over 200 strike rate. It's been clipped down to 171 now. That's what Bangladesh need to do. Dry out the runs, force him into shots of error. Get a wicket. Last 17, 18 balls, now 14 runs only. And they can afford to do that. This required run rate is only 4.63. Yes, that absolutely belligerent start they had. Really massacre early on in the innings. And hitting the ball to all parts of this lovely stadium here. This has allowed them to just hold it back a little bit, relax, be a little more selective. If the bowlers are bowling well, give 1 or 2 overs to them. Again, the length not quite there, could have done better. Found the fielder in the deep. He is a tad disappointed with that shot. Yeah, the opening start tonight, this evening, was reminiscent of 90s when Jayasuriya used to open the innings for Sri Lanka. Oh, he was a dynamo, wasn't he? Nicely done. That's 50. This is 16th half century for Kusal.
দেখুন নতুন ডান্স বাউন্স নৃত্য, নিজের বাউন্স দেখাও নতুন সালসা ক্রিম। এতে আছে হাজারো ক্রিয়েটিভ বুস্টার্স, চুল দেখায় দ্বিগুণ ঘন আর বাউন্সি।
বাংলা বছরের শেষ দিন কেমন লাগছে আর কেমন লাগছে
বাংলাদেশ জিতবে, জিতবে না এই যাবে না না জিতবে 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 যাবে বাবা বাংলাদেশ। তো আমার কামছে বাংলাদেশ ছাড়ে দেবে।
For that 89 kilometer per hour, more like a spin bowler, that ball just didn't arrive. Yeah, fantastic knock from Kusal Mendes. Got familiar from the word go. The ball was flying off his bat and he richly deserved. Inside edge. Once it just managed to get that little bit
আমার
there.
মারছে
But
মারছে
getting
আমার
inside
মারছে রে
edge.
আমার কানের উপর
Bowlers have
চলে
not really dominated. Well, the 50 has been so great to watch. Started off with simple shots. You know, they had to lucky balls.
এই ধরেন
The angles were used,
বলছি
the short pitch deliveries were there. The silver round, full toss. Thank you very much. I put it away for 6. Then the little fumble. He kept trying.
লিটল ব্যাম্বো
Beautiful bowlers. He was
কি করতেছো বাবা কি করতেছো তুমি এটা কারেন্ট ইলেকট্রিসিটি তোমাকে শক করবে এই
enjoyed this exhibition of extraordinary cricket today. This format, first with the bowlers, showing their ways, and now the batters helping them do the wave here in
পানি করে
Bangladesh.
দিয়ে বই নষ্ট করে দিয়ে
It's upwards, but it's going to fall safe. One bounce to the fielder. Bangladesh desperate need a wicket. Stem the floor, runs becoming all too easy. For Sri Lanka going towards that target of 155.
বেশ মনে হচ্ছে
On a holiday, the Bangladesh wave is on. The moon boy holiday here in Sri Lanka. Well, slow bouncer. Once again, a single.
পিছনে যাও তোর ঘুমাইছে
Practice.
বলছিস না
Be the
পরে সব
switch
বুঝলাম
man.
না কম কম
Oh, now inside part of the bat deflecting onto the pads. Much better over. This 12th over.
তুমি চাইলে সব পারবে একজন ভাইটাসকে সম্পূর্ণভাবে মজবুত করে তোলে আর অ্যালোভেরা ও মিল্ক প্রোটিন যুক্ত
আবার বিষয় হয়েছে তোমার 10 রান এইভাবে করলাম
Is Rishad Hussain bowling his leg spin single. It's been a very fine performance by Sri Lanka, Mahar. We're pleased to say that it's been a good all-round effort by the Sri Lankans. They fielded well, they bowled well, and now with the batting hand, they have looked to completely dominate Bangladesh in this game.
Yes, certainly so. I thought the power play with Bangladesh Bennett was excellent. Just 54, but they showed intent and trying to get a big runs. But in the middle overs, Aswia Chata Sri Lanka changed the game, and in the end they finished off beautifully with 154, and then that would be Sanjay Kusal and Sanjay Kusal. Watch.
জামাটা খুলে কিন্তু পানিটা তার ভালো লাগতেছে না
All the crowd were gathered in, they got their money's worth. Excellent stuff by Sri Lanka.
No doubt about it.
আমি দেখি দাও
Great success rate for Sri Lanka at Palikale. He loves that reverse, doesn't he? He's got that man at short third, so the intention is right. It's just that he missed out.
Option was right. The line was outside the off stump. Third man cowboy both trying to save the single. Googly as well by Rishad. Just couldn't get the execution. Shot a boundary the leg side to the left hand with the ball running back in as a leg spinner. That's another option Kusal can go towards the long on mid-wicket area.
Let's look at Kushal's innings, 24 of 24. He's played a few dots.
Ah.
This should be there. Yes, Liton Das catches it. And Rishan Hussain is the wicket taker. Always felt that the leg spinners are a good option to have, and he's provided the breakthrough.
I don't think Kushal Sharma picked the googly. That was excellently bowled by Rishan Hussain. Naturally with his side, he's going to get that extra bounce. Wasn't the right choice by Kushal Sharma. Liton does just the finishing job with an easy catch. That's been a strike for Bangladesh. Perra,
কৃষকেরা 24
টেস্ট ট্রাই করুন আপনার
মিল্কি বাজি সাঁতার কাটে সাঁতার কাটে চারটা ধরার জন্য কি করে এখানে সানসেট দিলে নাকি এমন চুল ইয়ে হয়ে যায় দিক দিক হয়ে যায় এখন নাচে পাগলের মতো বিজ্ঞাপনে বলতেছে সানসেট দিলেই তোমার মাথার চুলে দিক সেদিক হয়ে যাবে তুমি পাগলের মতো নাচবে
মাথা চুলি পড়ে যায়
বুড়ো জিনিস সানসেট ইতিহাসে তুমি তো এই জন্য আমি দিই না দিতে আমি না সানসেট আমি সবসময় ক্লিয়ার নিয়ে দিতাম সানসেট একটা আর একটা চেঞ্জ করলে মাথা চলে যাবে
on the performance of the IPL last year. When it comes to international cricket, Avishkar's strike rate and average can improve.
ধরে নিয়ে আমার বাবাকে আব্বা আব্বা নিশা নাই বাবা হ্যাঁ বাড়ি লাগবে প্লিজ
থাক বাড়ি থাক তা বাড়ি
এটা
থাক
লোহার মতো শক্তই কাজ সুন্দরী কাজ
বেশি ইয়ে করো।
মাথা মেরে দেবো আমার মেরে এখানে খাইব বিছানায় খাইব ঘুমাইছে
Goes through extra cover. Beautiful timing, should come back for two. This is good aggressive running. Very, very good batting by Kusal Mendes, just leaning into it.
I picked the googly. Don't think he picked it. He had perishes. Just a Kushal Mendes, this is where I like his responsibility. The power play was almost going like express train. Realizes now he has to change gears and going into corner configuration and wanting to finish the job off. A few years ago, Kushal Mendes would like to go on the same gear with his entire innings. Not nowadays. Taking responsibility, making sure he stays there until the last moment. Just an Avishka Fernando, Rashad asked the question in the last over. I think this is his chance. Number 4, is he the best option available in Sri Lanka? I think there are many more as well. But the big tank, as said, and Charita Slang in his press conference, that he's been rewarded for scoring runs at number 4 in the LPL last year. So that's a clear message out there. You perform in the Premier Tournament in T20 sides when it comes to picking the national side. Perform in it, get your chance. So Avishka Fernando, this is his chance to reap rewards back to the captain, to the coach, to the selectors.
He certainly has potential, no doubt. But T20's record is a little bit moderate. 50 over record is much better. Well, we do have a lot of music, a lot of drums, the Bapre bands in attendance. Still not off the mark. He's faced 3 deliveries.
Just been informed by a statistician saying that out of 38 games or 38 innings of Avishka Fernando, 11 only at home, 27 away. Usually see more games at home, but I would like to see how it's going to happen for Sri Lanka. He's a good fielder, can strike the ball, probably some nerves, stomach, come back and getting a chance at number 4. Probably 2-3 deliveries or 4-5 deliveries, and then the normal game should come out.
Down third man. Good fielding, only a single, but he's off the mark. But Bangladesh will have to do tremendously well to pull this back. 31 of 37. Lanka should have it easy. All eyes will be on Kusal Mendes.
নতুনের মতো অরিক সিলভার ওয়াশ ডিটারজেন্ট পাউডার 500 গ্রাম মাত্র 70 টাকা।
আরএফএল ক্লাস 5 নিশ্চিত করে প্রতি ইঞ্চিতে সঠিক থিকনেস ও সঠিক মাপ। তাই মাটির 1250 ফুট গভীরে আরামে নিতে পারে প্রচন্ড চাপ। পাইপের বস না কিনলে লস।
তুমি চাইলেই সব পারবে
না
একজন মাই তার মেয়েকে সম্পূর্ণভাবে মজবুত করে তোলে আর অ্যালোভেরা ও মিল্ক প্রোটিনযুক্ত লাল পয় শ্যাম্পু চুল করে ন্যাচারালি স্ট্রং। নতুন লাল পয় শ্যাম্পু মাত্র 2 টাকায়।
এলো নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল স্টারবুকিং টেকনোলজি যুক্ত, যা 100 কঠিন দাগ দূর করে এক ধোয়াতে। এখন নতুন মোড়কে
I always like to see a leg spinner. Always exciting, a wrist spinner to see in a T20 game. Take a look at those numbers. That 124 was sublime. 56 and he carried on, could have got Sri Lanka over the line. But don't forget, he got 84 in that second test. So he's been amongst the runs.
Promising, Rishad Hussain. It's good to see him back in the side. He didn't play any of the ODIs. This is how he's set up. Kusal Pereira, that was a googly. That's leg spinner turning back. And the googly again. Don't think Kusal Jani Pereira did pick the googly. Always was eyeing the mid-wicket fielder. Say about leg spinners around the world, Rashad. Good sides. Where they have leg spinner in their side, like Adam Zampa, Rashid Khan, Ishwar Chahal, got Adam Zampa, all these players, even Mahmoud Hassan for Sri Lanka, along with Jeffrey Anderson. Certainly 4 overs where the captain can bank on some wickets. The bowler is decent, pitching on good length, so I reckon he can be the future of Bangladesh.
That's why it surprised me. Wants a single, wants a second. I felt that he should have been the first option as soon as the power play was off. If they wanted some protection for the leg spinner, they delayed him by 2 overs. Well, it may not look as much, but then, as you said, today in the world of T20 cricket, wrist spinners, mystery spinners have been the ones who have been the go-to bowlers as far as captains are concerned. They've been the leading wicket takers in this moment. They create that X factor.
6 overs from the previous over. Tanzeen, 3 runs in 5 deliveries in this over. Can Rishad finish strong? Certainly can. Top edge. Oh, short extra was almost into the game. Good.
ডাভ কি সাবানের থেকে আলাদা? জানতে ডাভ ফেস টেস্ট ট্রাই করুন। আপনার সাবান আর ডাভ নিন, একদিকে সাবান দিন আর অন্যদিকে ডাভ। সাবানের দিকটা রুক্ষ লাগে কারণ সাবান ত্বককে রুক্ষ করে দেয়।
ওর
But
খেলার
that
ধ্বংস
is
করার
swung.
জন্য তাসকিন
And
আছে।
has it gone all the way? I'm not sure. No, it's for
তাসকিনের
a
দেওয়ার কোনো
moment I
মানে
thought
আছে?
it
2
went
ওভারে
all the way.
35 আবার
That
তাসকিন
was
গেল।
face off, but badly directed by Taskin.
আমি ব্যাট বল দিয়ে করাই তারপর অন্য দিয়ে করাই
Finding
দিয়েছি।
in the circle, this becomes a freebie.
কি রে শর্ট বল।
Okay, looking at the replay on the side angle, that was a back of the hand slow ball tried out. It went horribly wrong for Taskin. Against a player like Kusal Mendes, it's a free hit.
.63 of 43. His first boundary of 32 balls. This is good fielding. That was almost another boundary, but that was brilliantly done. And that stuns him. Well, this is what you're talking about.
It went horribly wrong. Now on the leg side against Kusal Mendes. That was easy wickets. Good stop by Tanzim Hassan Shakib from mid-off, looking after his fast bowling partner, saving 4 runs. It's exactly what you want from Bangladesh. Until it's over, it's not over. Give you everything.
Yeah, for sure, Bangladesh should tell themselves that. They should be after the wickets. Nicely done. Only a single. Clever batting, just waited for it. You would hear the grunt from Taskin just hitting it into the pitch.
Yeah, 133 kilometers per hour, that's Taskin. Avishka Fernando's taken 8 deliveries of 4 runs. Maybe, just maybe reaching for a big shot. The options for Avishka, as far as I see it, probably over mid-off. If it's 4, he's slightly short. He can play the pickup shot between final against Kralik or even mid-wicket.
Right, he's got 2 balls left in the over. 6 runs scored off it, including a boundary. Avishka on strike. That's good bowling. Only a single, but very, very good bowling by Taskin.
Pulling things back, Bangladesh. 6 runs from Tanzim, though, a couple of overs before, 4 runs from the last. At the moment, 5 deliveries, 7 runs. Have got him under control. Sometimes if you lose it by giving a good fight, maybe it will hold well when Bangladesh side go to Kabul. The confidence could have been drawn, but still, want to give it a fight. Whatever situation, whatever results are, just go out there and give it all until last moment.
Driven and driven well and not fielded. They will come back for 2. So they get 9 runs off the over, 138 for 2.
স্টেশন
শুধু ওয়েস্টার্ন ড্যান্স
চল কিছু একটা। দেখুন নতুন ডান্স বাউন্স নৃত্য নিজের বাউন্স দেখাও নতুন সালসা ক্রিম এতে আছে হাজারো ক্যারাটিন বুস্টার্স চুল দেখায় দ্বিগুণ ঘন আর বাউন্সি নিজের বাউন্স দেখাও
In a way, but on the flip side, when you have such a start, blistering start, then you can afford to play in a measured way. The required run rate was below 5, so they were just doing it easily.
Yeah. No real urgency required, but the point is they've managed to keep them to about 50-55, and Sri Lanka had to make the effort. Risks could have been taken, and there seems to be something in the pitch for bowlers who have a bit of skill to take the pace off.
Yeah, you're right, and that's what we saw. The Lankan bowlers also excelled. But overall, Bangladeshi side, they need to
to sort out so many things. They have to find a way to put pass scores on the board, and they have to learn how to use the new ball. They were very good in ODI series, but tonight, they were off the boil. They were taken to the cleaners.
Well, when it comes to the batting, I don't think as a team there's much to do. I think the individuals need to take responsibility. Clever, use the pace. He is batting so well, and he is in a different zone. Doesn't want to give it away in this.
Yeah, he was livid with himself. During the first ODI played at Colombo, he scored 50 in no time. Then he went off the boil and tried to play an expensive stroke, lost his wicket, and he's not going to repeat it. Just milking the ballers out there in the middle.
But that's what Bangladesh also needs to do. That 50, he threw it away, he gets clumsy. But since then, I think he's had his ears torn off. I think he's had a earful. And ever since that time, he's looked to back the good shots. You always know he's instinctive. Been looking to Salmendis for years for consistency.
You know what he does, Russell? When he comes out to bat, he plays the most difficult strokes. Create that fear in the mindset of the bowlers. And from there, he just rules.
It's difficult to bowl to because those unpredictable shots. I like the way he uses that back leg, drops it and creates length for himself. 147 for 2.
জুনিয়র ক্যাচ এবার গোসল হবে।
কি সমস্যা? হ্যাঁ, কি সমস্যা হইছে? আর কিছু? হ্যাঁ।
আমি যে বালিশটা রাখলাম তুই বালিশ করে দেবো। আচ্ছা এই বালিশটা তো আবার তো কি দাও? পুরো দাও না, কাছাকাছি দাও। তখন না যেতে পারে।
একশো কঠিন দাগ দূর করে এক ধোয়াতে।
More runs. Dustin gets across.
Yeah, Vishka getting an opportunity. He's been tried at different slots. And finally, the selectors and the team management have decided he's well suited at number 4. But still, he needs to perform.
Well, they're putting up dominant performance for the big crowd that have shown up. Been supported everywhere, even when they were in the field, every dot ball. Oh, Apish. Joe, brilliant! Can you believe it? It's Shamim who sticks his hand out.
Guy, he has to pair off over his shoulder, and to be able to hold on to that one has to be a very good effort to bring the demise of that man in the picture who was playing so well, sighting the ball big. Well, rolled the wrist a bit too early, but what a take from Shamim. He's a handy cricketer.
I like the leap. He's airborne and he's trying to kick so that he flies through the air, but who's been flying through the innings? Gusal. Yes!
বাহ, কঠিন একটা ক্যাচ ধরলো শামীম। অসাধারণ।
ফিনিশিং।
তুমি আর তোরটা এখনো নতুন। এটা চঞ্চল ভাই,
He'll be a little grumpy.
As a captain, he must be very happy. He has led the team very well. No, usually when you see the outer edge taken by the bowler, it's with the deliveries leading the batsman. But he managed to end that one through a ball which was bending back. Strange, isn't it, Russell?
You can keep watching that replay. Look at him kick, trying to get another yard or two in height. Well, out of the blues, they've got a top edge and they've hung on to it, Bangladesh.
Yeah, brilliant effort. Brilliant effort. Time that lead to perfection. Get rid of that man, Kusal Mendes.
Almost jumped over the moon, Shamim. Hang on to that. They'd be wishing that top edge had come maybe with 40 runs, 30 runs more, let's say.
You're right. It's a case of delaying the obvious.
Balls early. Oh, direct hit. They missed a few though, Bangladesh today. 150 on the board. The only opportunity for
স্টেশন
শুরু ওয়েস্টার্ন ড্যান্স।
চল কিছু একটা। একজন মাই তার মেয়েকে আর অ্যালোভেরা ও মিল্ক প্রোটিন যুক্ত লাইফ বয় শ্যাম্পু চুল করে ন্যাচারালি স্ট্রং। নতুন লাইফ বয় শ্যাম্পু মাত্র 2 টাকায়।
এলো নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল।
Tanzim. Yeah, Kusal Mendes in trying to help Kusal Pereira get off strike.
আমারও বলে চাররা
Almost ran himself out. That was the only
Darai
opportunity he
takle
gave the fielding team.
Yeah, nothing worked for Bangladesh. But one thing they have to learn as a batting unit, once a couple of batsmen get starts, they should know how to play the situation rather than playing for the gallery. They should know how to change gears. Both the openers were throwing great guns. It enhanced the picture for Bangladesh. In the first 6 overs, they were dominant. And the moment Sri Lanka was able to break that partnership, they got control of the game, actually stranglehold of the game. And from there, never looked back. Made it very difficult for Bangladesh team in this T20 match.
An option that's really worked for bowlers here, the slower one.
এই ছিল
9
বলগুলো
balls,
আগে
4
গোল দিতে
runs.
হতো।
Surely can't get tight, can it? Just trying to talk it up, Amir. Super over maybe?
Okay. It was hard to get to the ground before the match. Oh, long queues. And I think it's going to be way beyond midnight when we actually be able to reach the hotel.
Loud shout. More in hope, but that was more like side-ish, wasn't it? Way past my bedtime on it.
You also are your daughters.
Well, Little Das needs to stand up. I mentioned Kusal Mendy's the batting and how he's turned it around up. The second ODI. One of the Bangladeshi top players, top order, need to do that. It's not about the team. You now, individuals got to take that responsibility and score something big. Then the rest will follow. The rest will hop on for the right.
Yeah, you know, they need to be reminded of that cliche thing. First 25 runs are for you. And after 25, whatever you gather, it's for the team. So if you keep on batting with that thinking, oh, that's high in the air. And it has disappeared. What a fitting end of this match for Sri Lanka.
ও
And for
সেদিন
this
উঠে
round.
গেছে সে
Right in the slot.
বাংলাদেশ আর
Charita
শিখবে
Samatta
অনেক শিক্ষা
it
করবে
on. The moment it left the bat, the celebrations began. Sri Lanka take a 1-0 lead. They've been very, very good in the field, and then the batters just didn't disappoint. They took their time about getting to the score, but all the damage done in the power play. 83 in 6 overs. Highest power play score for Sri Lanka in T20 internationals, and there was no looking back. You can say the look on Jayasuriya's face, or Sri Lanka's face, says how pleased they are with this performance.
That's how they started, in a cramped fashion, and finished the game even in a better manner. A towering 6 from the bat of the captain, a hug, they have outclassed Bangladesh in this T20 game. They were very good with the ball, and with the bat, it was a challenge.
Not much batting for Sri Lanka or Avishka Fernando to do. Bangladesh, lot to think about. The senior players, your better players, time to stand up, time to make a difference. Don't wait for others around you to perform, but take the team and drag them along. Jayasuriya, he'll be a happy man, because Kusal Mendy, he's made sure there'll be no nerves tingling in the Sri Lankan camp. The confidence builds. They're building towards the T20 World Cup in February. Sri Lanka co-hosts, and this is where it starts. And what a brilliant start it's been.
A very well balanced side, quality fast bowlers who can really exploit the new ball, and then very dangerous spinners. In Tanchana, Bandese, Hasaranga is not available, so it looks like happy.
Yeah, Pathum Nissanka and Kusal Mendes gave them that fly they needed. 42 of 16. Kusal Mendes tried to bat through. 73 of 51 to him.
বাংলাদেশ দিয়ে যা কিছু হলো না, বাংলাদেশ আশাহত করে ফেললো। বাংলাদেশ আবার ট্রাই হাফ ট্রাই স্পিনের বলের অবস্থা খুবই দুর্বিষহ।
Bowler didn't have any say out there in the middle.
83 in the first 6 overs. Pathum Nissanka. He got himself out when he skied that.
ভালো থাকবেন সবাই, আল্লাহ হাফেজ।